Ever wondered how secure your online accounts really are? In this age of digitization, our lives have become intertwined with the World Wide Web. We shop, bank, and socialize online, making the internet a treasure trove of personal data. However, this convenience comes with a dark side: the rise of cybercrime. Hackers are constantly on the prowl, ready to exploit any vulnerability to get their hands on your information. One weak link in this chain of security is often our passwords. They're like keys to our digital homes, and if they're compromised, the consequences can be disastrous. Enter two-factor authentication, a security measure that adds an extra layer of protection to your online accounts. It's like a second lock on your door, making it even harder for intruders to break in. But what is two-factor authentication, and how does it work to safeguard your online information? Two-factor authentication, commonly known as 2FA, is a security process that verifies a user's identity using two separate methods. Now, you might be thinking, isn't a strong password enough? Well, in an ideal world, it would be. But as cyber threats grow more sophisticated, having just one layer of security often isn't enough. Enter 2FA, the digital equivalent of a 1-2 punch in the world of cybersecurity. So let's break down the concept in simple terms. The two-factor and two-factor authentication refers to the use of two different types of information or factors. These factors fall into three main categories: something you know, something you have, and something you are. The first factor, something you know, is typically a password or a PIN code. It's a piece of information that resides in your memory and is unique to you. The second factor, something you have, is often a physical device, like your smartphone or a security token. Here's how it works. You enter your password on a site or an app. That's step one. Then, for step two, the site sends a unique code to your device, which you then enter to verify your identity. Both steps need to be completed successfully for you to gain access. This two-step process significantly ups the security ante. Why? Because even if a hacker manages to crack your password, they'd still need your device to get the unique code. It's like having a double-locked door. Even if a burglar picks the first lock, they still have the second one to contend with. And the beauty of 2FA is that it's adaptable. While we've been talking mainly about passwords and devices, the something you have could also be a biometric factor, like your fingerprint or retina scan. The goal here isn't to make life harder for you. It's to make it harder for those trying to access your information illicitly. It's about putting up a sturdy, two-layered barrier between your personal data and potential intruders. Now that we understand what 2FA is, you're probably wondering, how does it actually work? The process of two-factor authentication is straightforward and easy to follow. Let's unravel the mystery behind this crucial security measure. To begin with, imagine you're logging into an online account. You start by entering your username and password, just like you would normally do. This is the first factor in this two-step process. It's something you know, and it's unique to you. But here's where the magic of two-factor authentication comes in. Once you've entered your password, the system asks for a second piece of information. This is where the second factor comes into play. It's not another password. Instead, it's something you have. This could be a text message sent to your phone, a code generated by an app, or even a biometric marker like your fingerprint. Let's say you receive a text message with a verification code. This code is temporary and changes every time you attempt to log in. You then enter this code into the system. Only after you've successfully entered this second piece of information does the system grant you access to your account. The beauty of two-factor authentication lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. Two-factor authentication acts as a formidable fortress, protecting your personal information from cyber threats. It's not just about creating a stronger password. It's about adding an extra layer of security that ensures you're the only one who can access your account. In a world where our lives are increasingly online, two-factor authentication isn't just a fancy option. It's a necessity. It's the shield that guards our digital lives, keeping our personal and financial information safe from prying eyes. So, 2FA is secure and easy to use, but how do you implement it? Implementing two-factor authentication is a simple process that can significantly enhance your online security. Let's take a look at how to do this on some of the most popular platforms. Starting with Google, navigate to your account settings, select Security, and there you'll find the two-step verification option. For Facebook, go to Settings, then Security and Login, and you'll see the option for Two-Factor Authentication. Instagram users, head to your account settings, tap Security, and there you'll find Two-Factor Authentication. These processes may vary slightly, but the logic remains the same. Seek out the security settings and look for two-factor or multi-factor authentication. Many platforms support this feature, so make sure to check if yours does and enable it. Remember, two-factor authentication is an easy step towards securing your online presence. So why not take that step today?